Hey, what's up? I want to do a video responding to one of the comments in the Black in Guatemala videos. You know, this guy, he says he's from Guatemala City, and he just wanted me to give my take on his experiences here in America or whatever. So I'm gonna read his sentences one by one and basically give comments related to that. So he said, could you do a video comparing how the personality of even strangers can suddenly feel one knows each other for years? He live in the U.S. and he's been treated very poorly because he's very happy, outgoing, smiling, and stuff like that. Now, as far as that goes, man, you know, like here in the U.S., it really depends on where you at, because you could be in a small town a small town in the South somewhere, and people are extremely friendly and extremely helpful and will, you know, reciprocate your feelings. But the problem is, the majority of Americans, since we are pumped with fear all the time in the media, you know, ISIS is gonna get you, the illegals coming over the border is gonna get you, and we hear from our friends and our family, and it's just fear circulating all around. It's get pumped in us since birth, you know what I'm saying? Also, a lot of people, you know, because there's a lot of crime that goes on in the United States, killings, muggings, or whatever. I mean, it happened by the tens, hundreds of thousands or whatever. So people are always on edge looking out for somebody who might do them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So when you come around feeling all happy, smiling and polite or whatever, that's unusual, especially in the city like Chicago where I live, or any major cities, especially like New York or LA, where if somebody is smiling at you and, you know, all happy around you, you thinking, what do they want from you? You know what I'm saying? Or they're trying to snake you, or they're trying to, you know, do something bad to you. We automatically assume that, you know. So that's one of the reasons, you know. I suggest if you're coming from a foreign country, you need to adapt to the values and lifestyles and cultural appropriations here. You know, don't bring your values from your home country, because it's not going to work. You know, you have to adopt a different outlook on life when you come up here, you know. You said you was born in Guatemala City like yourself. I wasn't born in Guatemala City. I'm from the United States, born and bred, you know. I traveled to Guatemala as a tourist. You said that you're 5'8" tall and you're white pale skin. It depends on who you're around, you know. If you a white guy, you know, and you're always friendly and you're always happy, and you're around some minorities, they might be like, okay, what do you want from me? You know, you're around other whites, they might be like, you know, they might not think nothing of it. So it really depends on who you're around. That's what I would say. And you said that you don't fit in Guatemala, like socially, and you don't fit here neither. Well, what I say is that, hey, I don't like Chicago. I hate Chicago with a passion. You know what I'm saying? I don't fit here. That's why I'm always traveling everywhere, because I don't fit here. My personality don't fit here. So what I do is I travel. I go to different places and see where do I fit. Now, I recently came from Thailand. Love Thailand. You feel me? I got plans to go back right now, you know. Out of the six, I don't know how many countries I travel to, but out of the 6 countries I travel to, Thailand is number 1. And sometimes that's what you need to do. If somewhere is not working out for you, then you need to move elsewhere to get a different perspective and, you know, a different life or whatever. So I would suggest is getting on the internet. That's one of the most powerful tools that you have, and associate with different people. What I used to do is get on chat roulette, you know, and the moment I pop up, I see how people respond. And on chat roulette, you can see the location of the person on the other side of the screen. So I noticed like people from South America, specifically Chile, I mean, they will automatically say the N-word, call me a slave and stuff like that, you know. But the nicest people I've surprisingly met was like in Eastern Europe and some Asian countries. The Asian countries, automatically they think I rap or play ball, you know. So I would kind of just gauge the responses of people living in different places, you know. Of course, America might not work out for you. I mean, look at all the violence here and things going on here. So you got to move elsewhere. You got to try, you know, a different place, you know. So I would say just get different perspectives on things. Women are so short and tiny. They judge you to different to be accepted a label. I will get my shirt off. My black in America. I have the ability. Hold on 1 second. It's custom, right? Educated people. Okay, I was just reading it. But yeah, like I said earlier, man, bringing your values from your home country to America is not going to work. Like, there's a show called 90 Day Fiance. This dude named Muhammad or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he basically separated from the woman he married to get here for a green card. And he met some friends, some female friends who apparently just want to be on the show, and they was like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up with a job, come down here, we're gonna meet up in Miami or whatever. He went down there, and the female was just procrastinating with calling the dude for the job, for him. And he was like, hey man, he was mad at her. He was like, hey, what's up, man? You said you was gonna do this, but you didn't do that. What's up? He was like going crazy over it. But one thing I noticed about Muslims, and I'm talking about Muslims from Muslims countries, not American Muslims, especially in Morocco, is that when a person says they're going to do something, they typically do it. So they automatically assume, hey, if you say something, you're going to do it. They don't understand that. In America, people procrastinate. They'll say one thing and do another. And he wasn't used to that. There was a lot of things he wasn't used to that he responded to negatively. So, yeah, you might not be used to the cultural values here, but you got to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Adapt or move somewhere else, because it ain't going to change. It ain't going to change the world. So, yeah. We are very social, friendly, and smile a lot. Enjoy making everyone feel loved. Compare truly Americans scared to be too nice or caring towards each other. Yeah, Americans are. Yeah, you put a question mark after that. Americans are, a little bit leery about being too kind and nice to each other, simply because, like I said earlier, you might become a target. People will think you're trying to do something to them. I avoid being nice and friendly here in Chicago, because I know if a person be nice, hey, how you doing? Then next thing you know, they ask you for $1. You got $1, like, oh, I knew you wanted something from me. You just ain't nice genuinely. Or undercover cop will be like, hey man, what's up? I'm from Michigan, and I came here. So what you doing here? What's your name? What's your last name? And he pulling out his phone. You like, hey, nah, man, I'm not selling drugs, dog. I know you're a cop. So a person is too nice or too friendly. Yeah, people will take that as offensive, but it really depends on who you run into, because there are a lot of friendly people who just genuine friendly. Yeah, when I went to New York, and I was lost. I was trying to get back to the Greyhound station. I was asking random people. Everybody was mean. You feel me? For the most part, ignore me. They didn't care. But I saw one white young female. She was like, do you need help? She saw I was lost. Apparently, do you need help? And I told her where I was trying to go. She told me where to go to, get the train to Greyhound. Bam, it was all good. So yeah, you really gotta zero in and focus on people who's just like you. Like I said, if you're on the internet, you can watch videos, go to blogs of people who kind of feel the same way as you, and just connect with them, man. So yeah, I believe you could do that. Years not saying neighbors. Over to you. Truthfully, my question is, what's wrong with American culture? So much turmoil between people and just cruelty. Being nice is weird or a symptom of mental illness. Yeah, that's just how it is, man. American culture is very, very backwards, man. People are very judgmental here. People are like, I don't know. It's just a lot of trickery and a lot of illusions. That's what I believe. I can't answer that for you, man. But one thing I can say is that's just the way it is here. It's like the energy here is like, that's just the way it is. You ain't gonna change it. So like I said,